Hey guys, so today we're going to be going over how I created this little rocket scene right here in Spline 3D, and we're just going to kind of go over the material workflow and the lighting workflow here and kind of how this all came together. So let's get into it. Okay, so to start out, I'm here in the Spline community, and into the search bar I just typed in rocket, and I found this one that I liked, and really I'm just wanting to grab this for the model and nothing else, so I'm going to go ahead and remix it, and I'm going to destroy every material on it and start over from scratch. So first I'm going to go into this, remove the camera under the rocket, remove all the interactions. Okay, good. Now we're starting from scratch. I'm going to double click the body here, just double click it, and then I'm going to go ahead and delete absolutely everything I can here until there's no material. Okay, so we're going to go into the material and add a met cap, which is right down here. And then I'm going to click the bubble, and you can mess around with the custom presets that they have in here. Some of these look really cool. What I want is to create something new, and I'm going to go to this part and replace the image. Now I already have this cool HDRI light that I wanted to add to it that made it look actually really cool. So I really like the look of that. I want to add some, I love this silver color, which I'll keep at the top, but on the bottom I want to make that red. So I'm going to double click the body again and add a gradient, which is right here. Okay, and then under the gradient, I'm going to find out, oh, no. So hold on, you can see what we have wrong here. This is clipping right here, so we're going to want to make the actual gradient an angle of 90, and it should be up to down. Okay, perfect. Cool. Now we just want to clip the black about right there, I think, until that lines up perfectly. Cool. Let's take the white part here, and let's go ahead and make that, I don't know, like a cool reddish color. And then the actual black part, we're going to make that white and see what happens. After that's done, let's go ahead and make the gradient a opacity of 35%. Super cool. And now we're getting a really cool metal color up at the top and a cool red color at the bottom. And actually, I like that the way it is. Let's adjust this glass real quick. I like the Fresnel that they have on there, but it's too strong. I'm going to make that around 30. And then the color should be black. Once again, I'm going to create a met cap right here. And then under the met cap, I'm going to make this one of these. I think I like this more. This actually looks really cool. I love the way that reflects the light. So that's what we're going to go with right here. Last part, I'm going to go ahead and destroy the fire because I want to do my own thing for the fire. Now we need to create some cool fins. I think I'm going to make these fins yellow. So let's go to the depth and see how the yellow is going to look on these. They're cool yellow, cool. That's cool. Let's create another met cap and see what we can do here. Met cap. I'm going to want to bring my depth over the met cap and then make the depth percentage maybe 40. See how that looks. And so we're getting like a metallic yellowish color right there, which looks pretty good. We got a little sonic rocket getting ready. So we're going to come down here as well. I want to actually just completely remove this. Again, make it a met cap. And let's see, make it something, oh, it looks really cool. Awesome. And this one as well. Double click it. Met cap. And the met cap can be something cool. There you go. That looks good enough. Awesome. Now we have a pretty nicely textured rocket right here, I'd say. Something that we're missing is some flames coming out now. So we deleted the original ones because I would like it to be powered by Spline's particle emitter. So the particle emitter here you can see is emitting the wrong way. So we're going to go into the forces channel and do the particle forces and make that 0. That's not going to change much because the direction is set to up. So we're going to go to under the direction on the z-axis. It needs to be 180 degrees to go down. Okay, perfect. That's about right. You can bring the speed up and you can see it's starting to make sense. Now the actual emitter is a plane and we do not want that. So under the particle emitter, let's go ahead and make that a sphere. Cool. Now we can go ahead and make the sphere have a radius of around 70 each way. So it's a good size. And let's see how that looks. And just kind of line it up to where you want it to be emitting. Now it's not emitting nearly enough particles, so let's go to the birth rate and just crank that sucker up. Obviously you don't want it to be up too high. The actual particle sphere is still too big, so I'm going to go ahead and make that 55 and see how that looks. Okay. And now we're seeing 0 overlap. I think that is perfect. That already is looking cool. I'm going to change from the pink color to a cool red color, something like that. I'm going to go ahead and make the birth rate 400 and then the speed 100. Now we're going to make sure that we put the particle emitter under the rocket. And so when we move the whole rocket null, for example, this way, and we play it, then the emitter stays with the rocket. I really love this, and the light looks amazing. So now what we're going to do is we're going to create or bring in the model of the moon that we need to make this complete. So obviously I'm never going to do any modeling, so let's bring in the model that I already have downloaded, and I'll link that below. But give that 1 second, and here we are. Okay, so here's the moon, way too small. Let's go ahead and make the scale 12 on every axis. And bring it straight down. Cool. Now the first thing that we're going to do is this moon object is going to be the thing that rotates, so we're going to want it to rotate that way. So let's create a state up here with the moon selected, and then make this go 360 degrees. Well, let's go ahead and create an event, and make sure we go to transitions. Under the transition, let's make this the base state, and then I'd like it to be around 10 seconds for the whole moon to spin around once. And then since it's going to be looping, we're going to go linear, and under the loop, infinite. Okay, perfect. Now let's go ahead and play this and see what happens. Now all that's missing is to have the rocket animated as well. So we're going to go ahead and bring this kind of where we want it to be, right about here, maybe a little higher, because the camera's going to take off about here. And this looks cool. So all that we're going to want to do with the rocket is rotate this. So with the rocket selected, create a new state, and let's go ahead and just spin this around negative 360 degrees. Okay, there we go. And then just like the moon, create an event with a transition. Under transition, I always like to set the base state, and here I'd set this to 5 seconds. And let's go ahead, ease in, ease out, make that linear with a loop of infinite. Cool, and let's go ahead and see how that looks. Okay, might need a little adjusting, but this looks pretty cool right now. So obviously the moon is way too overblown and bright, so let's bring this color down. I want it to be a gray material anyway. And under the lighting, it's under Phong, not physical. Let's go ahead and make that a Lambert lighting. Cool, we're even getting some shadows on this. That is awesome. Okay, so one last thing that I want to do here to kind of pretty this whole scene up. I'm going to go ahead and add some bloom. Obviously that doesn't look very good. I'm going to go in here, make sure this is set to very small. You can play around with this, but I like the look of that more. And then I'm going to set this to 25% and see how that looks. And that gives off a nice little bloom on the lights here. Also, let's go ahead and add in, I have an image of stars. I'm going to go ahead and add in here. So let's come back out and we can see that we need to make sure it's on the right axis. Looks fairly nice right there. Let's go ahead and go back in. Now, something that's missing is you can easily tell it's a photo on the background. Let's go ahead and add some depth of field. So under effects, you can go ahead and turn on the depth of field. And if you go in here, you can go to this little target icon and click whatever you want to be focused. So I want the actual rocket to be focused here. You can mess around with these settings, but this is good for me. And it kind of blurs out the stars really nicely. One more slide effect I like to add on everything is aberration, and I make that around 5 to 7%. Here we're going to go with 5. That gives it a really nice and clean look. Okay, and then last thing that you're going to want to do is go to export, and under play settings, I like to have on hover turned on, orbit camera, and a sensitivity to 12 so it doesn't go off. So let's go ahead and play it. And when I move the mouse, if I move it to the side, you can't see the edge. It just looks like it's a real 3D scene here. So that's a really cool effect. You guys should definitely play around with this yourself and see what kind of cool effects you can get. So thanks for watching.